the crossbar. Goal! And it's trying to flex off the proceed. A switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
And welcome to Red Devils Girls Soccer here on the HCTV live stream. Red Devils face Bridgewater today here at Stewart Field, and joining us for the pregame is Casey McKenna, our senior. Casey, what's been your take on the season so far? Probably hasn't gotten off to quite the start you guys wanted at 3-2, but how has it gone in your estimation?
Well, we haven't gotten exactly the results that we've wanted, but as our coaches were telling us, it's about how you react to the loss, so that's what we're trying to do here at practice.
So, reacting to the losses, we've had a couple so far. How does this help in some ways down the road? You guys are still trying to figure out certain positions. How is this kind of growing pains help you, do you think, in the long run as the season continues?
It definitely helps us find who goes where and what changes we need to make on the field, how we mark wrong, defend wrong, and all of that. Yeah.
Okay, so Casey, we're probably at the quarter point of your senior year. Has it hit you at all a little bit that this is your last go around here as a Central soccer player?
Yeah, even in the past years, every year I'm like, oh, one senior year I'm going to be so sad. But I keep thinking about it, and it hasn't quite set in yet, but definitely a senior night I'll be.
Well, seniors in general, you've got to shoulder a fair amount of responsibility that you used to look up to the older players. How has that gone for you so far, do you feel, taking on that role?
Well, as in my past years, the seniors have always been super helpful, anything we need on the field and just off the field in our lives at school as well. So it's also helped me do that to the younger kids now, because I learned from what they did, and I was once them too, so I know what to look out for and how to help them.
And that was Red Devils senior Casey McKenna. Stay tuned for the Red Devils and the Panthers here on the HCTV live stream.
I'm Bryce Cohen alongside Julia Labate. Welcome to today's HCTV presentation of girls soccer. Today, Hunterdon Central hosts the Bridgewater Panthers. And boy, oh boy, this is a great opportunity for Hunterdon Central to bounce back after a tough loss on the road against Randolph, dropping it 3-2. Julia, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's a very nice day out, so hopefully that will go hand in hand with the way Hunterdon Central plays today. We're looking at a good game so far. What are you thinking?
Well, I gotta say, I agree with you fully. The weather today is just impeccable. Not a cloud in the sky. It's the perfect early fall weather. Slight breeze. We're cool. I'm up here wearing a t-shirt and some pants. This is an amazing day for soccer, and we have an amazing team here today, Hunterdon Central. Now, in recent years, they've been one of the most unstoppable programs in the Skyline Conference, but with the new coach this year, Coach Sort, it's definitely had some early season woes, but they have a great opportunity to bounce back here against a team like Bridgewater Raritan, who hasn't had the easiest of schedules starting off, but if it got in a win against Hillsborough and then dropped the other three to Pingree, Watchung Hills, and Cranford, so it's pretty much a must-win here for Bridgewater today if they want to bounce back. As for Hunterdon Central, all the pressure's on them to continue to play, as good as they've played in recent years, and hopefully increase the record today and improve it to 4-2 on the season. As we wait for kickoff here. And Hunterdon Central will be in black today. Bridgewater will be in white. Looks like Isla Krawicki will be the goalkeeper today for Hunterdon Central, as the starting lineup is now taking the field for both teams. And obviously Julia, a name I will never stop saying until I graduate here from Hunterdon Central. Along with her is Reagan Schubach, who's been in this program now on varsity for 4 years. Broken an HC record last year of 38 points in a single year, as well as 70 career goals, and committed to South Carolina for women's soccer. Just an amazing player all around, and someone who's going to have an amazing season. She already has 8 goals and assists on the season through the 5 games they've played, and no sign she's stopping anytime soon. She's going to be a big time factor in this game, as every game. I'm running out of ways to describe how she plays. It's just a type of player you don't see come through a program like this ever so often. As both teams are in position, ready to get kickoff going.
Let's go, White.
And here we go. Bridgewater starting off early, trying to get the ball rolling for this team. And that one's going to go out of play here as Hunterdon Central is going to have the opportunity to throw this one in to begin the game. Only 20 seconds in so far. Hunterdon Central about to touch the ball for the first time. It's Natalie Brennan in there to throw this one in. Reagan Schubach on the touch there, as that one's knocked once again out of play by Bridgewater. So now it's going to be Brennan on the throw-in once again. Early opportunity here for Hunterdon Central to get the offense going. They love striking first. So part of how they play is score as much as possible and limit as much as possible in terms of the other team scoring, which is obviously how you win games, but they're one of the only teams that I've seen that be able to execute it the way they have. So Schubach to throw this one in on a bit of a lead here for Dendis, and that one just going to get swallowed up by the Bridgewater Raritan goalie. As that was a beautiful setup there by Schubach, just had a little bit too much lead on it for Dendis. And Lexi Dendis, not to be confused with Emily Dendis, her sister. Dendis, the sophomore this year, as Emily heads into her 4th and final year as a varsity player for this girls' soccer team. Dendis on the touch once again. Brennan shoots that one deep, and Schubach in a foot race, as well as the likes of Lauren Vanilla. That one's up and just over the goal there. That's one of those, it's almost a gimme play, but every now and then you'll have a bit of a shot like that. You know, that one went through, it looked like the field goal post. So, fortunately, no football here this week at home, but there will be, the football team will be on the road this week. And so early on, Hunterdon Central with two what looked like beautiful opportunities to go up here against Bridgewater, but not being able to capitalize on the offensive chances here, as once again being able to set up here. Dendis had that one taken away from her. And Bridgewater now looking to respond here. Central's had 2 golden opportunities early on. This one going the other way. It's Krowicki sitting in the back as the goalkeeper. This one thrown in for Bridgewater. Fasinelli, the freshman, playing defense here for this team. Very, very speedy athlete. She's going to be able to solidify that back line for Hunterdon Central, as it's a bit of a back and forth affair near Central's goal, and that one's just going to be knocked right out of bounds by Lauren Fasinelli.
Speaking of Lauren Fasinelli, she came up into the press box earlier and was talking about the back line and specifically mentioned Sarah Erb as one of the players to look out for. How do you think she's going to be performing this season?
Sarah is entering her 2nd year with the program, and all she did last year was just improve, continue to build upon last season. I mean, she has a great opportunity this season with the veteran experience on this squad to solidify what has already been done in this program and to keep the momentum rolling, as once again another back and forth affair by both of these teams, as Bridgewater looks to catch a moment to regroup as Dendis lurks, trying to find a way to get the ball back in attack. She's one of those very, very speedy forwards that can score ever so many goals, as that one's going to be knocked out of bounds once again by Bridgewater. Bridgewater playing very, very sound right now, just trying to keep Central from scoring early, as a lot of these opponents know that Central loves to strike first and strike quick. This one almost fed to Dendis there, taken away by BR. Now Bridgewater working the other way. That one just chopped right near, out of play, and that one's going to roll right near the line. Not quite out of play there, as Bridgewater looking to set up a goal here. This one insiding. Krowicki swallows that one up, as Central's defense is not looking too shabby to start today in the first 5 minutes. This one up near the HC logo. Dendis couldn't quite get to that one, skied. Both teams now trying to regain possession to emulate Dendis to shoot that one up. Now this one going the other way, but Bridgewater remains control and possession of the ball.
Nice touch.
This one near Central's goal. Once again, Krowicki looking for where she's going to punt this one. This one's going to be up near the center field. Once again, both teams trying to get this one in, and this one's fed beautifully to Schubach. And what is Schubach going to do here? Oh, and gets that one deflected away. Plays like that usually read themselves, and you can tell when it's going to be a goal, but Schubach couldn't quite connect on that one. Perhaps she was like a hair late. However, Central's going to remain with possession here, I believe. And that's a third goal opportunity there, as Central once again starting off with the opportunities quick but not capitalizing on any of them. That one was knocked away, and now Central regains possession. So once again, both teams are fighting for the ball. That one's just going to roll right on out. And Bridgewater throws one in. Both teams fighting for it up near the far sideline. As Bridgewater has a bit of a breakaway here. That one just skied wide of the goal. So far, a lot of back and forth action, but nothing to show on the scoreboard, as both teams haven't been able to connect with one yet. But you can tell early on Central's trying to up the tempo, as Bridgewater is looking to strike first as well, which would be a very, very good start for the day for them. Bridgewater regrouping. Here comes Schubach and Dendis looking to pick one off. There's Brennan on the defense. Knocks that one away. It's going to be a Bridgewater. Bridgewater throwing there. Schubach puts this one up near the center of the field now. Now Bridgewater taking it the other way. That one is pushed back by Sarah Erb. You mentioned earlier, trying to make a contribution on this back line. She's done her job so far today. This one, once again inside. It's going to roll wide of goal, and Krowicki will just pick it up. Krowicki skies this one near the center of the field. Bridgewater once again lurking. Trying to hold on to the ball here as Central's trying to push the other way. This one up near the far sideline. And Schubach is looking to get her feet on that one. Can't quite. However, Central is going to get the throwing opportunity here. This one up once again. Both teams fighting for possession. It's just going to be knocked right on out. It's going to be a Bridgewater throw-in. Bridgewater trying to get out of their own territory as much as possible here, as Central is pushing and fighting for their first goal of the day. This one skied and just hit it. It's been a little too much mustard on that one, as rolls right out of bounds. This could be Schubach throwing this one in for Hunterdon Central. This one up, swallowed up by Bridgewater's goalie. As Bridgewater looks to send this one the other way.
Hey, Bridgewater, what's your goalie's name?
Olivia Peters.
What's that? Olivia Peters. Thank you.
This one, good ball for Schubach. And defensive sliding play there by Bridgewater, as one of the players looks as she is on the ground now.
I believe that is number 17, Caitlin Tribino, on the ground after a nice effort against Reagan Schubach for sure.
So we'll wait to see what's going to happen on the field now, as it's a bit of a bang-bang play. Schubach went for the goal. She slid and looks a bit shaken up now. So she gets up on her own power. So we're a little over 10 minutes into play here in this first half of action. Julia, what have you seen so far that you've liked?
So far we've had some pretty good movement from both teams. Definitely been able to reach both goals and visit both goalies, and there's been shots on goal for Isla Karuki, but unfortunately on our side of the field they've been just off of the goal. So hopefully we can get some more shots on goal as Central goes into the next 20 minutes of play in this first half.
As this one's going to be kicked by the goalie Peters. And Hunterdon Central looking for, like you said, a shot on goal here, as Dendis is lurking and loses the foot race there to the ball, as Bridgewater knocks that one right out of bounds. And Dendis will be in on the throw-in. Once again, a nice opportunity here. Schubach with the setup to Dendis. That one rolled right on out. So Bridgewater once again another opportunity here in their own territory. This one up, both teams looking for it. And a good deflection there, as this one up near the far sideline, just near out of bounds, and Bridgewater regaining control of it, as this one skied, defended by Brennan. And Dendis is going to try to take it. Gives that one to Brennan. She shoots it up towards the field. Now it's just going to roll right on out.
Let's go, BR.
And Peters will look to kick it once again in hopes of jump-starting the offense here for Bridgewater Raritan. And Schubach looks for that one, couldn't quite get to it. As this one will be in, once again, Bridgewater Raritan ball. It's actually going to be Fasinelli for Hunterdon Central on the throw-in. That one's all but cleared out for Bridgewater, as Bridgewater is now trying to take this one the other way. Got a little bit of momentum here, as Brennan, now with control of it, looks to clear it. Gets it to Schubach. Schubach out around that one. It's up. Bridgewater Raritan holding on to it once again. And that was Sorrentino there directing traffic, as Emily Dendis to throw this one, excuse me, Lexi Dendis to throw this one in. And this one's up for Hunterdon Central. Schubach couldn't quite get a good angle on that one. One's going to roll right on out. It's going to be once again Fasinelli on the toss in here.
Nice, go, Kate.
Bridgewater reluctant to move the ball. One's going to go right on out. Brennan to throw this one in. That one was up to more Vanilla. Once again, both teams fighting for possession here. And it's going to be Lexi Dendis to get this one. The close sideline for Brennan. Inside of Schubach, can't quite connect.
Nice. Stay with it.
Brennan pushing, excuse me, Dendis pushing this one up. That one is right inside. Good feed, but nice deflection by Bridgewater Raritan there. Now Schubach, great opportunity here, throws this one in. Now it's just knocked right on out by Bridgewater Raritan. One of the great play setups that they do with Schubach when she throws it in this close to the goal is the little give and go and get her started. And play like that would really get the offense started here, but corner kick now. So another, once again, great opportunity here, is most likely going to be Schubach once again on the attack. This one is up and shot right in. And who else but Reagan Schubach? It's Reagan Schubach's 9th goal in the year. And it puts Hunterdon Central up 1-0.
23 minutes left in this first half, and that is exactly what we want to see. Hunterdon Central with the lead. Let's just hope that they can keep it and hold on to it, as I know Bridgewater Raritan is going to be edging on these Hunterdon Central girls for a goal themselves.
Yes, so now pressure's on for Bridgewater to put a goal on the scoreboard here for themselves. So far in the first 20 minutes of action, their offense hasn't been able to provide anything, and this is another opportunity here for Schubach. Whistle blown.
That was a give and go into Schubach, but unfortunately it's called as an offside, so we'll see how Hunterdon Central can recover from that, as now it'll be Bridgewater Raritan's ball.
And Hunterdon Central's defense should never be undermined as well. They play very well defensively, and even a 1-0 lead can feel like as much insurance as you need. But then again, this team is all gas, no break, as Emily Dendis on the defense there knocks that one out. But as I was saying, a 1-0 lead for Hunterdon Central can feel like it's worlds apart for any opponent that they're playing against, as their defense is always stepping it up, and they put you in positions where you need to play as aggressive as possible if you want to get anything on the board. So pressure's definitely on here for Bridgewater Raritan, but not to say they don't have a good opportunity here. As this one's fed inside. And Hunterdon Central is going to push this one the other way. Great pass by Schubach. It's going to be knocked right on out by Bridgewater Raritan. And it looked like the likes of Lauren Vanilla chasing that one down. As this one in play near the far sideline. Knocked right on out once again. As we near the end of the first half about a fourth of the action played so far, and it's been for sure a low scoring affair, but not to say we haven't had a lot of action.
Let's go, BR.
And this one up and out. It's going to be a Hunterdon Central throw-in once again. No substitute coming in now for Fasinelli. Central looking to make a play there, whistle blown. Yep. This one right on out of bounds, and Hunterdon Central with another great opportunity here with the corner kick. This is how they got the last goal, and would not be surprised if they get another great setup here. So Lexi Dendis lines up right in front of the goal. See where this one goes. It's up. It's knocked right back around. A lot of back and forth action going here. Central refuses to die down to the play. Brennan gets that one deflected away. Bit of a collision there. Whistle blown.
Nice hustle, Kaylin.
So Bridgewater Raritan is going to kick this one into Central's territory and looks to respond with a goal here. This one is up. Set up very nice, but Emily Dendis is there on the clear. And it's her sister Lexi Dendis pushing this one into Bridgewater Raritan territory. And it's a foot race now. Schubach, quick as lightning, getting there on the close side corner. This one's near the center. It's cool. Gonna roll just right on out. But that goes to show you Shoebox field vision. She always has the ability to move anywhere on the field at her own pace, as well as be able to set up a pass like that, and almost just shot a little too hard. But even with the pass that went right on out of bounds, she always has the IQ and the vision to look for where her next pass could be to set up for a goal. And you know, despite the 9 goals in the season, she's also one of the best players on this team at setting up plays for her teammates, just trying to share the wealth. Is this one another back and forth between the two teams? Bridgewater Raritan's going to let that one roll in on out. It's going to be Hunterdon Central on the throw-in. This one up and well defended by Bridgewater, as it's just going to roll right on out. Once again, Hunterdon Central throw-in. Dendis gets this one around to midfield, and just a little bit too much on that one, as Schubach couldn't haul it in. Bridgewater with 15 minutes left in the first half, just looking to show some sign of life on the offense here, as we've had very infrequent opportunity. And that pass on the far side, trying to set up some sort of momentum here for Bridgewater, and that one's knocked right on out by Hunterdon Central. Bridgewater going to remain possession here with the throw-in, as this one is up near Hunterdon Central's goal. And shot is up, and Krowicki
with the save. One thing to note about Isla Krowicki is she has been in this season playing for varsity for the last 3 years. She was the backup goalie for Eve Pontecorvo during her sophomore season, and then during her junior season she got a lot of playing time alongside now her senior season. She's the starting goalie and plays most of the games the entire time.
And she's got hands too. She looks like she could play wide receiver, a tight end for the Hunterdon Central football team.
100%. She's also got 2 siblings in the girls soccer program. Olivia Krowicki, who is also on varsity, who played on JV her freshman year, and now she's a sophomore, and another sister, Jay Krowicki, who is a freshman this year on freshman soccer.
The Krowicki family, quite the athleticism here. As Hunterdon Central looking to get this one out of their own territory. As Hopkins on the pass there, taken away by Bridgewater Raritan, but once again, Fasinelli on the defense, and Lexi Dendis trying to push this one up the other way. Hopkins trying to regain position with the ball here and taking her time with it. We'll await the call on this one.
Let's go, BR.
So it's going to be Bridgewater Raritan's ball to throw in here. Bridgewater trying to regain possession here, fighting for it on the far sideline.
Good job, BR.
Just a lot of back and forth going on here. And Bridgewater pushes this one up the field. And Bridgewater not letting the play die. It's this one. It's going to be pushed up. Schubach with it. Schubach looking for her next move. This one's going to be pushed up the field. And this one, shot wide of the goal there. And that's one of those shots there where there's definitely an uncomfortable position, an angle in the first place, but there also wasn't quite the avenue for a pass there, so she really just tried to get off all she could. But Bridgewater Raritan now looking once again with the clock ticking in this first half to put a goal up on the board here to tie Hunterdon Central at 1 apiece. As for Central, obviously, another insurance goal would be great to go into the half. I'm sure Coach Short would love that one. As this one is going to roll right into the feet of Lila Hopkins, as this one's right in front of the goal now. And Brennan trying to feed this one to Dendis and just kicked it a little too hard there, as it's going to roll right on out for once again another Bridgewater Raritan opportunity. Eleven and a half minutes to go in this first half. This one's up. Both teams looking for it near the center of the field. Whistle blown.
Let's go.
And Bridgewater
Let's get on this, White.
looking to have some forward momentum here. This one kicked up and knocked away. Looked like the likes of Emily Dendis on that one. I'm just going to roll right on out of bounds, and it's going to be a Bridgewater Raritan throw in here. Shot up and skied past the goal there.
Keep it up, White.
Once again, no goal on that one by Bridgewater Raritan, but it was positive ball handling, and they were able to get the ball around, create the opportunity. Now it's just about executing it. Krowicki pushes this one up. That one's just going to roll right on out.
Let's go, White.
Bridgewater pushes this one up. Hunterdon Central trying to take this one away.
Nice. Okay.
Schubach there on the defense. And it's McKenna on the give and go in a foot race now. And this one is just going to roll right on out.
Let's go, White.
And this one is up towards the close sideline. Emily Dendis is there. This one fighting for it to stay in bounds, and it doesn't quite do that, as Natalie Brennan on the throw in here. Passes up for Schubach. Pushed around. And as they call that one out,
Hey, let's go, White.
and Schubach in Bridgewater territory. What a good ball there. 'Cause that one just couldn't quite get there. The ball outran there Lauren Vanilla as Hunterdon Central. This is another opportunity there. And you look at some of these plays here, and this is just stuff where you go into the half for Hunterdon Central, you make the adjustments, and you're able to tack on, say, 1 or 2 more, perhaps even 3 in the second half. Who knows what this offense is? It really just depends on the day, but they've had a plethora of good opportunities here this afternoon, and only 30 minutes into this game here. Anything goes for the second half. It's Bridgewater once again trying to build upon that last opportunity they had. It's pushing the ball up near sideline. Both players tripped up on that play, but benefit is going to go to the Bridgewater Road and Panthers. I'm going to go out once again at the fault of Bridgewater Raritan. Natalie Brennan to throw this one in. Gets it up. Let that one roll right on out of bounds. As we have another throw in here by Hunterdon Central. Reagan Schubach on this one. We'll see what kind of play they set up here. This one inside. Fasinelli there on the far sideline trying to hold possession of the ball. Hopkins now to Fasinelli. Some good defense all around here today, and no signs of either team slowing down. As Emily Dendis gets that one back around, but Bridgewater Raritan on a bit of a fast break here. And this one is going to have Krowicki almost looking like she's going to have an opportunity to make a play here, but and they're calling that one out of bounds. Krowicki looking to get a little bored over there. I mean, she hasn't seen a little bit of action, what feels like well over perhaps 10-15 minutes. Once again, a bit of back and forth here as Hunterdon Central fighting for the ball here in their own territory. One's going to roll right on out of bounds, and Hunterdon Central's going to throw this one in. Once again here, another Hunterdon Central throw in. Bridgewater Raritan now. A bit of a fast break there, but nothing's going to come out of that one. It's Hunterdon Central. It's trying to regain possession here in their own territory, and that one's just going to roll right on out of bounds. And possession of the ball here today, it's almost like they've been playing a little bit of hot potato, just going back and forth, which is an adjustment both teams are going to hope to fix come the second half. As Hopkins couldn't quite gain possession on that one there. And Emily Dendis is going to sky this one up in the air. This one held onto by Schubach, looking for her next play here. That's going to be pushed up, and great ball there, but nobody there to finish off the play as Bridgewater Raritan's going to punt this one away. Peters once again the goalie. Fasinelli chasing this one down on the back line, but Bridgewater Raritan is looking to threaten here near the front of the goal. And here's a defensive takeaway here by Hunterdon Central. Once again, a bit of a missed opportunity there. As Brennan will get the throw in here. A little under 3 minutes left to play in this first half. And unless we're going to have any end of the first half theatrics here, we could be looking at a 1-0 score at the half, Hunterdon Central leading. But then again, every time I say something like that, one of these teams decides to play a joke on me and score another goal. So we'll see what happens here with 2.5 minutes left to play as Hunterdon Central looking to threaten here. That one was right out. Just missed that one. Bridgewater Raritan. Ball near the midfield. Bridgewater Raritan trying to take this one the other way now. And Fasinelli with the deflection there. Lila Hopkins pushing this one up the far sideline. Gets tripped up. Stays with it. And Bridgewater Raritan is fighting to keep this one alive as Hunterdon Central is trying to take away here once again. And this one just knocked out of a play. 90 seconds left here in this first half. And Bridgewater Raritan trying to get some last minute magic going. Hunterdon Central just looking to go into the half with a 1-goal lead. And it's definitely been a first half of a lot of defense, but it's also been a first half of a lot of missed opportunities, as both teams have seemed to have some pretty good fast breaks on the ball. Just only 1 goal coming out of all the attempts taken by both of these teams. And like I said, once again, second half adjustments are going to be huge for both these teams. I'd be shocked to see no goals in the second half. Hunterdon Central loves not only to strike first in this game, they also love to come out in the half and strike first once as well.
Indeed. Personally, I think that Central has been playing great offensively, but we've just happened to have a lot of missed opportunities. The ball's been moving too fast, and unfortunately our forwards have not been speedy enough to get to it, and it ends up in Bridgewater Raritan's territory and feet. So I think if we can just move quicker to the ball and keep our momentum and speed up in the second half, we'll definitely be able to score quickly.
Absolutely, just getting a feel for the touch of the ball. Not putting a little too much mustard on the ball will definitely help out these teams, as Krowicki hauls that one in to end the first half. And so it's going to be 1-0 Hunterdon Central to go into the half. And we will see you for some second half action of girls soccer. Once again, Hunterdon Central 1, Bridgewater Raritan 0.
And joining us at halftime of today's Red Devils game is senior Emily Dendis. So Emily, the girls are off to a 3-2 start, probably not the greatest by Red Devils standards. What's been your take on the season so far?
I think our season is actually going very well for having a lot of our seniors last year graduate who were key starters. We're just trying to figure out who goes where, what we need to do to get our connectivity back together like we had last year.
Well, Emily, that's the case a lot of times, right? When players leave and there's new shoes to fill. How long does that take for a team to really kind of figure that out, do you think?
I think based off of our start and now, our Hillsborough game was the best game I've seen by far. Yesterday's game, although we lost, was a really good game for us to play in, and I think we're just getting better and better as we keep going on and getting our groove back.
What do you learn from having those growing pains at the early portion of the season that may help out down the road when you get near playoff time?
We learn a lot of resilience, even though some people are still learning how to play at a varsity level. They are trying their best. We're all trying our best to play our own way.
And Emily, as a senior, I'm sure you felt more of that load of responsibility this year. How has that felt for you so far?
Being as a senior, I mean, we want to win. Last year, I want to win states. I want to win the HWS tournament, and I think pushing everybody to be at their best, playing their best, I think that it's actually going to go very well.
Well, we've got second half action, Red Devils against Bridgewater. Stay tuned here on the HCTV live stream.
Welcome back to some second half action here at Stewart Field. Hunterdon Central hosting Bridgewater Raritan today. Girls soccer once again on Bryce Cohn alongside Julia Labate. Julia, what did you see in that first half that you really liked? I mean, Hunterdon Central up 1-0 here on Bridgewater. What did you see?
You know what? There was some good movement with the ball from both teams. Hunterdon Central did definitely have the advantage. They were moving the ball more in the second half of the field for them, where the goal is, versus the defensive line. But our defensive line is looking very, very good so far today, and I am excited to see what they can pull off in this half.
Absolutely, as Bridgewater Raritan looking to get something going here to start off the second half. I mentioned at the end of the first half that both teams are going to want to get second half adjustments to fix a lot of the mistakes that were happening in the first half. I mean, for Hunterdon Central, had a lot of missed opportunities there that could have really drastically changed the score of this game. As for Bridgewater Raritan, holding on to possession of the ball, and when they're in enemy territory as well. I mean, both teams have a very, very good shot in this game, and as Hunterdon Central looks for insurance, Bridgewater just looks to tie things up. So, as we have a corner kick here for Bridgewater, this is just exactly how you would draw it up coming out of the half. As if they're able to tie here, pressure is back on both teams to see who strikes next. But as we await the corner kick here, see what type of play we can make here. And this one just shot a little too far up. It's going to be rolling right out of bounds, and Hunterdon Central with the throw-in. It's going to be Brennan on the throw-in here for Hunterdon Central. We seem to have a bit of stoppage of play here.
What are we stopping the clock for? Let's go, BR!
And so the play is back in, and Dendis now chasing this one. Golden opportunity here for her. Can she make a move? And that one's going to be deflected. And that one's going to roll right on out. As Hunterdon Central had a bit of a fast break there, but couldn't quite capitalize on the opportunity. This one. Held on to by Bridgewater. Bridgewater loses possession of that one. And it's going to be Fasinelli to throw this one in. Hunterdon Central trying to get the ball towards more of the middle of the field. And Fasinelli feeds this one inside. This one up and just wide of the goal. Once again, that's another shot where a player of, especially these caliber players have an avenue to shoot it, but even though they shoot it, it's most likely not going to go in from that type of angle. They also don't have a pass they can make there. So taking those shots, definitely risky, but there's not quite much you can do with the play there, especially this early in the second half as well. Making sure nothing happens in terms of a fast break the other way. It's most likely the best move. As Schubach looking to go to work here. Schubach bring this one up, and that one is swallowed up there by Olivia Peters. And both goalies for Hunterdon Central and Bridgewater Raritan have been seeing a lot of pressure, but also have had a lot of good breaks here. Nothing too complex for them to have to block. A lot of balls just swallowed up. As this one is up near the far sideline, and it's going to roll right on out of bounds. That was Brennan on the throw-in, and Bridgewater's just going to clear this one right on out, soaring towards the Bridgewater bench. Brennan once again on the throw-in. I was going to just roll right on out. Out of play once again. Hunterdon Central getting the opportunity here. Schubach launches that one. As Bridgewater is taking this one the other way. Huge opportunity here for Bridgewater. Bridgewater trying to get this one inside, and Krowicki just picks that one up. Couldn't have been a much easier play there for Krowicki, as all she had to do was just pick up the ball. It wasn't rolling too fast off the deflection. And she's just going to punt this one away. Dendis now near the middle of the field. Trying to bring this one up the other way. And this one taken on the inside. No, it's just being knocked right on out of bounds. Those are a lot of the plays you're seeing in the first half as well. A lot of momentum going one way, and then, a bit of a bad pass, and that one, rolls out. Definitely loses the kind of momentum that both of these teams are looking for here. As this one is inside for Dendis. Dendis just couldn't get that one in. And Peters was there to swallow that one up, but my goodness, it doesn't get much closer than that.
Looks like it is going to be a penalty kick, as I believe. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a penalty kick, as I believe Dendis got fouled when she was going to take that shot, and it looks like Reagan Schubach will be taking it for the HC Red Devils.
And it wasn't much of it wasn't much of a hard call to give this one to Schubach, as she's looking to tack on her second goal of the game here. And golden opportunity here for Schubach, but also a great opportunity for Peters here to stand up, as this one is swallowed up by Olivia Peters. And Schubach couldn't quite hit the mark on that one. And what a momentum turn there for Bridgewater, as you have one of the scariest players on this Hunterdon Central team in Schubach taking that penalty kick, and if you guys just stand up right there to keep the score at 1-0, can hopefully spark a fire for this team. As Bridgewater Looks to set up the other way, but Brennan takes this one away. And this one is skied the other way, and Schubach. And on that play there, one of the Bridgewater Riding players is a bit shaken up there. This is a bit of a near collision with Schubach on that play. And don't quite believe she's going to be subbed out, nor will the trainer be coming out there, but it's going to be a Bridgewater Raritan throw-in once again.
Come on, White.
Schubach fighting for possession here. Bit of back and forth as this one is going to be pushed up, and Peters takes that one away once again. Bridgewater trying to go the other way. Fasinelli had a different idea. And Bridgewater pushing this one up now. And it's Brennan there on the defense. Keeps that one away. Brennan punts that one out of play. And Bridgewater Raritan once again will have another opportunity to throw this one in. Now in Hunterdon Central's territory, as that one's just pushed right on out by Emily Dendis. About 10 minutes of play already in this second half. And one of the key moments in this game so far is Schubach getting caught up in the penalty kick, which is a huge momentum shift here for Bridgewater Raritan, as evidently Schubach has been one of the best players here for Hunterdon Central, and that's a great way to get the ball rolling for this team, as this one's up in the air for both teams, and Krowicki will watch that one go past the goal. That one's going to roll just right on out. Now Bridgewater trying to go to work here. This one is just going to roll right on out.
Come on, let's go, BR.
Brennan now to get things going for Hunterdon Central. This one's up. Both teams looking for it. And it's Dendis there. Has that one knocked away. Bridgewater trying to hold on to possession here and regroup this offense, as ball not going the other way. Schubach pushes this one up to Dendis. Can Dendis get there? Yes, she can. She keeps this one in play. And here's where Dendis is so special at. This one up, and just great ball, but shot right above the goal. Just impatient with the ball and her possession there, and that one was skied above the goal.
Let's go, White. Okay. Nice.
Ball around the center of the field now. Bridgewater Raritan looking for a feed here. This one's just going to roll right on out.
Here, White.
Couldn't quite keep up with that one.
Come on, White.
And once again, you look at the likes of Sarah Erb as well as Lauren Fasinelli, and they've for sure been the difference makers in this game so far. As it's been a close scoring affair, but both of them have kept the back line in check and not allowed any goals here. And it's made the day pretty easy for Krowicki as well. She hasn't had any super tough shots to block or defend, so got to give credit where credit is due, and they've been doing their job here today, and as they've done in the last couple of games for Hunterdon Central as well. This one fought for. Bridgewater trying to get something off here, and that one's just skied above the head of the closest Bridgewater Raritan. Forward there is Brennan's going to look to get this one back in play for Hunterdon Central. Krowicki scoops that one up. Krowicki with the punt. This one up. Bridgewater fighting for some offensive momentum here. This one is being pushed the other way now. That ball's up for Schubach, and Schubach has Dendis inside. Can she make a play here? And she can. That one's up, and great save there by Olivia Peters. And the ball handling that one of Schubach was just great, as Hunterdon Central is now closing in on once again another good opportunity here.
So far, it's been about 15 minutes of, I'd say, slow play, Bryce. I mean, there hasn't been too much action, but I'm hoping on this corner kick we'll see something unfold for the Red Devils, and hopefully we can get another number on that scoreboard.
Yeah, look for number 2 to get her second goal of the day here. This one's up, and that one's gonna roll just out of bounds there. So nothing on the corner there, but Hunterdon Central on the throw-in trying to keep this play alive. That one out of play once again. 25 minutes left on the clock here in this match. This one thrown in by Brennan. Inside. And this time Bridgewater Raritan is going to have possession here. Ball's up near the center of the field. And Hunterdon Central in the defense there. Stendis tries to keep that one in play. Couldn't quite. Back and forth once again here. That one's just skied up. This one going the other way. Krowicki is just going to field it like a shortstop in baseball. That was a good one, right, Julia?
Yeah, it was. You really do like to compare her to other positions in other sports, for example.
If she really wanted to, she could be a 3-sport athlete. I'm talking like a utility player in baseball, a wide receiver in football, and of course the varsity goalie here for Hunterdon Central. She could do it all.
Maybe even throw her on the track team. Get her in some throwing events.
Sure. I mean, that's up for her. That's a question we got to ask her, but
Oh, yeah. We should bring it up.
she's looking to expand her resume. Plethora of opportunities here at Hunterdon Central for her to do that. There's Brennan with the kick here. This one's going to be up, and good ball placement. That one up and deflected. Fasinelli trying to keep this one alive. Lexi Dendis fighting for it here. Bridgewater Raritan on the defensive side playing very well the second half. Peters hasn't let anything get by her in. Whole backline for Bridgewater Raritan has been very close knitted, keeping it nice and tight, and Hunterdon Central is just looking for every opportunity they can get here. Fasinelli on the throw in here, trying to get this one up to Dendis. Lila Parente in the game as well for Hunterdon Central, who joined the team as a freshman, now entering her sophomore year. Looking to make a difference for this squad. Brennan moving that one around with Sorrentino near the midfield. This one being held on to by Bridgewater Raritan. Now it's going to just roll right on out.
Let's go, White.
And Lexi Dendis with the throw in here. Gets that one to Parente, but Bridgewater Raritan just clears this one right on out. Lexi Dendis on the feed once again, and that one's going to roll out as well.
Nice job, White.
And we're about halfway done here with the second half of action, and
Let's go, Panthers.
nothing put up on the scoreboard by Bridgewater Raritan yet, but on the defensive side, they've played much better, I'd say, than the first half, preventing what could have been a lot of damage happening with Schubach on the penalty kick. And at this point, they're one goal away from tying and potentially holding it out between the two teams.
Yeah, and I think they got to give a lot of credit to their goalie, Olivia Peters, for that, because she has made some really good saves today, and she's really shown up to play and has incredibly helped out her team.
And it's no easy challenge to face Schubach in the penalty kick, but she stepped up to the task and made the stop. And as here's another opportunity for Bridgewater Raritan, but this one's just going to roll right on out, as Bridgewater Raritan's going to look for the throw in here. And this is an opportunity, if there ever was, where you would love to get a goal right here, and Schubach clears that around. Parente going to work on the side. It's a bit of back and forth here on the far sideline. Brennan just knocks that one way out.
Come on, White.
Knocked it up play once again.
Go, White.
And Bridgewater on the throw in here. That one out of play.
Let's go, White.
And, you know, throughout this entire game, there's been a whole lot of starting and stopping between the ball rolling out as well as whistles being blown. I think this has definitely affected the momentum for both teams, as neither of them have been able to really get a super convincing goal other than the corner kick that was fed into Schubach, but every opportunity has come pretty much short for both teams, as both of them have been fighting and fighting for now well over 60 minutes, and only one goal to show for it for Hunterdon Central. As this one taken the other way by Bridgewater in a foot race to the ball now. Fasinelli with the speed gets there, and it's going to be Hunterdon Central ball here once again. This one up. And Dendis pushes this one up to Schubach. See what Schubach can do here. Great opportunity there. Feeds it inside to Parente. Parente trying to get this one back to Schubach. And Bridgewater smartly decides to push that one out of bounds there. And it's going to be Schubach once again on the throw-in. That one is up. Inside here. And pushed. And can Dendis keep the play alive here? Not quite. Fasinelli trying to get this one back to Schubach. Schubach couldn't get there in time. And once again there, Bridgewater Raritan with the stop, as that could have potentially been goal number 2, and Lexi Dendis kind of stared right into the goal. And that one almost point blank, but Bridgewater Raritan able to stand up and make the stop there. And now Hunterdon Central trying to push it back the other way, as Dendis couldn't quite hold on to that one. Going back and forth here once again. And now a little under 15 minutes left to play here in the match, and decisions for both teams, as Hunterdon Central would love to add some insurance here, but Bridgewater Raritan is a goal away from tying this match up. And with the way that their defense is playing, have been playing, a lot of that momentum could carry on to the offensive side. For them, hopefully they can put a goal on the board. As for Hunterdon Central, they could sneak one past, but Bridgewater Raritan is trying to push this one up, and Krowicki once again making an incredible catch. Julia, how many times do we have to compare to a wide receiver today? I mean, that one was just right into her arms.
I say another time. Just
I'll sprinkle in another one in there after she makes yet again another stop, as Schubach chases this one down. This one is up. Bridgewater on the defense. And a great opportunity here for Hunterdon Central. Well defended. No whistle. Bridgewater is now trying to take it to the other end. Like I said earlier, those good defensive stops, trying to create some offense here. And this one goes right back into the possession of Hunterdon Central. Brennan once again on the feed, near the center of the field. Dendis tries to keep this one in play. She does. The feed to Parente, not quite there, but this one swallowed up by Peters, the goalie. With now 13 minutes left to play here. And this second half has just been very evenly matched, with Hunterdon Central having edged one in the first half, giving them the advantage here, but it's been anyone's game this second half. Julia, if there wasn't any goal in the first half by Hunterdon Central, we'd be itching away for a goal here in this second half.
Yeah, I feel like the intensity hasn't been as high in this half. I feel like Central knows that they have the lead. They are trying to score, but they just haven't gotten one in. And the intensity and momentum definitely isn't as prominent as it was in the first half, although we still are seeing a good game, and it is still very back and forth for both teams at Stewart Field today.
Yeah, and as we were talking there, once again, I got to mention it, Krowicki with the hands.
With the hands.
And that'll be my last time saying that today, unless Krowicki makes an incredible stop. But just sensational day for pretty much both goalies. I mean, Peters made a stand-up play there not too long ago to shut down Reagan Schubach, and Krowicki has been all consistent today, looking for her first shutout of the season, which, if Hunterdon Central holds on here without letting another one score, it would in fact be her first shutout of the year. Bridgewater Raritan on that feed there. Nothing to come out of it. Play still alive. This one going the other way. Parente with the wheels trying to get to it. She's keeping it bounds. Not quite. And throw in once again here for Hunterdon Central. So the clock ticks down to about 10 minutes left. And this one inside, Bridgewater Raritan trying to hold on here. Bridgewater holding on to this one. Pushing it up. Emily Dendis there with the clear. Once again, throwing for Bridgewater Raritan incoming.
One thing to know about this Bridgewater Raritan team is they do seem to have a lot of good footwork on the field, but when it comes to finishing the ball to the goalie, they just seem to lack in that area. Isla Quirky has had some shots at her, but they all were to her hands, and although Bridgewater Raritan has been able to get the ball up there, they are just lacking in the scoring method this game today.
Yeah, and the way I look at it is Hunterdon Central has just been playing so sensational on the defensive end as well, completely shutting down any opportunity as soon as, balls coming in their territory. But Bridgewater Raritan has had a few opportunities today to get some plays off, and just finishing off the play has been a big thing for them today, and they haven't been quite able to do that. But once again, another opportunity to threaten here, but Schubach on the defense here. Gonna let that one roll out. We'll await the call. And Schubach on the pass in. Bridgewater looking to make something happen here on the offensive end as a shot goes up and into the hands of Krewicki off the bounce. As she's going to punt this one up. Hunterdon Central trying to clear this ball here. Now taking it the other way. Hunterdon Central opportunity here to tack on a bit of insurance with just 7 minutes remaining here. Would be crucial for the end of the game here, but Hunterdon Central really just trying to hold on to secure a 1-0 lead and victory today. However, Bridgewater has been strikingly good on defense in the second half. As Parente trying to make a turn on it. Can Parente get a shot off? And she can, but it's deflected off of the field goal post. And that's just one of those opportunities there that perhaps you're a foot lower on the shot and you're looking at a 2-0 Hunterdon Central lead. And obviously if I said that for every goal today, it could have been Hunterdon Central with 5, but these opportunities have been missed so far, and Hunterdon Central will have to deal with the consequences of that if they allow another goal here, or allow any goal here to tie things up. But Central not letting go of this one here as they're trying to just add on another one here in the second half with the clock ticking down now. And Bridgewater Roden on the throw-in. And for sure a sense of urgency here for Bridgewater as the clock nears 5.5 minutes left of play here. They need a goal to tie it, to avoid any extra play here, but Hunterdon Central has just completely locked them down today, and Krewicki has been a big factor of that as well as that back line. And Olivia Peters just going to try to stick with this one. Cleared it out, and Bridgewater trying to go to work here. Schubach gives that one away, but takes it back, and now Schubach looking to take an opportunity here. Her footwork just incomparable, second to none in terms of on this team as well as in the Skyline Conference. A bit of a collision there. We're going to have a whistle. So Bridgewater Raritan will have the opportunity here to kick it off once again as the clock continues ticks down. Schubach is there. Launches that one the other way. Vanilla on the chase down. That one's just going to go right out of bounds. A little bit of back and forth between the two teams here. It's Lexi Dendis trying to get something off there. Her sister tries to join the fun. Bridgewater trying to take this one the other way now. Nice. This one stays in play here for Bridgewater. Nothing to come quite out of that yet. No whistle. Now this one's going to go the other way. So Hunterdon Central, now with 3 minutes left here, has just got one goal in mind, and that's keeping this one at a 1-0 finish. But Bridgewater, pressure's on now to just try to put one on the board here. And you look at the way Bridgewater has played over the last couple of games, and in their losses they have not scored a lot, but they have not been shut out yet. So Bridgewater with one of their last chances here. I'm going to get something going. Now I'm just going to roll right on out of bounds. This one going to sit in Bridgewater territory for a couple of seconds as they look to regroup and create some offense here. And Bridgewater, who's had trouble letting the play develop all day, just needs one good shot here to keep this game within reach. But as the clock ticks down less than 2 minutes, every second that goes by is another second of opportunity missed here, as both teams have definitely had a bit of rocky spots and up and downs today, but Hunterdon Central has the benefit of the one goal off of Reagan Schubach, who has by far been the difference maker in today's game. So Bridgewater Raritan is looking at just about their last opportunity here, with a minute left on the clock here. You can see if they can get anything done.
Let's go forward, White.
This one in Central Territory, cleared by Emily Dendis. Near the center of the field. Bridgewater trying to stay with it. Whistle blown. And it's going to go the other way now. And the clock is ticking down now. 25 seconds left. And if all goes according to plan here, Brennan kicks that one up. And that's pretty much going to do it for today, as both teams watch the clock wind down. And that's going to do it. Hunterdon Central girls soccer, a 1-0 victory over Bridgewater Raritan. Ala Krewicki gets her first shutout of the year. Reagan Schubach with the goal. Julia, any last thoughts before we close out today's broadcast?
Just got to say it was a good game. Played very fairly between both teams. There was a lot of back and forth movement, which is always good to see in a soccer game here at Stewart Field. Looks like, are we going to be going to post-game interviews?
We are, in fact, and we will be having Schubach
Reagan Schubach,
come up to the press box for a post-game interview. So stick around for that, as we'll have today's player of the game with us. I'm Bryce Cohen, alongside Julia Labatze with HCTV, and hope you stick around. Reagan, amazing game today. You scored the one and only goal of the whole game. You guys are now 4-2 on the season. What did today's win mean going forward for the rest of the season?
Today was really big for us, considering the fact that we just lost our previous game, ran off 3-2, so this was just good. We came back, and we really improved on all the areas we needed to.
Yeah, and it was a low-scoring affair, especially in the second half. No goals scored. What was the mentality going like into the second half when you knew you had to secure that? It was a close lead.
Yeah, we just wanted to create as many chances as possible, and we hoped to, produce on one, but we ended up not. But the one goal we scored in the first half was enough. But then we just really focused on our defense and holding the game down.
Yeah, and you're going to have a lot of tough opponents, especially coming up on the road as well. What kind of mistakes you guys look to, fix, especially going into, practice this week to kind of tighten up the game?
Yeah, we've been focusing a lot on our defensive shape and filling in after one another and how we press together, and that's been our key, and I think we actually did well today with it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Reagan Schubach. I'm Bryce Cohen alongside HGTV. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and for the whole press box, as well as the other HGTV crew, I want to thank you for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your night.